to come out in the 1970s, chief most among which was Patricia Crone and Michael Cook. And Crone, she wrote a book called Hagerism in the 1970s. And in this book, in the first instance, she actually was making the claim that the Prophet Muhammad doesn't put, like, effectively, she was saying, if you put all of this kind of traditional narratives, the hadiths and the seerah and all this kind of stuff, if you put it to one side, okay, what are we actually left with? We're left with manuscripts, we're left with coins, we're left with, you know, all these kinds of inscriptions. And it would seem to be that Islam was invented at least, 50 to 100 years afterwards, before the time that it was meant to be. If you look at the Quran, you'll find it's not compatible with the historical context. So remember, from their perspective, the Prophet ﷺ, he wasn't a prophet. From their perspective, he wasn't revealed. No information was revealed to him from God. In fact, from their perspective, he's making this thing up himself. It would indicate, obviously, one could argue from the confessionary side, or from the faithful side, this would indicate that the readership was not intended to only be the primary readership of the Quran. It's true. Why is it that would agree with Patricia? Say, look, it's true. You're right to say. Why is it that the Quran is talking about these fruits and these landscapes and these geographic locations which are not really applicable to the primary audience? It would indicate that the author of the Quran was intending this information for other than the primary audience, which is